What's up and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Scenario, Jim and Sheeny's Road to the Elite Four.
Grayson talks about disasters, Jim keeps laughing even faster. Sheeny's here with all the answers, a podcast full of fun romancers. Rolling dice, no time to think, chaos comes before you blink. First create another scene, messing up in ways unseen. How not to solve a scenario.
So we fucked up.
We fucked
up. We left as the sun set.
So if you'll remember, we actually went through the Safari Zone,
Yeah.
went to Fuchsia City, then got our surf on.
And we thought it was a good idea to leave as it got dark to go to the island that we didn't really roughly know where it was.
No, we have a map.
So we've gone into the middle of the ocean. It's pitch black.
And we have no idea where we are.
There's a lot of sounds around us.
Oh, tons of Pokemon. And we're like, oh! Wait, have we got Pokemon? We've got Pikachus and Raichus.
Well,
You've got a Pikachu.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm on the back of a Blastoise at the minute
Cool.
as well. So
You've got
and
a Charizard.
Blastoises are fucking big. Like,
So was the Gyarados.
yeah.
But
But you're kind of clinging onto a neck.
Yeah, but mine's kind of like freaking me out as well.
Yeah. All you can hear in the dark is like... You're like, I don't know if it's actually choking, or if it
Wants more.
wants to be choked. I don't really know. Mime.
You stay out of this.
Simon.
Garth. You both stay
They're
out
apart
of
from each other. They haven't been able to get their freak on tonight.
this. Good.
We've kept them apart.
And we've put up barriers, literally.
I feel like we can only just about see each other. Do we have a Pokemon that produces any sort of light?
Yeah, Charmander.
Oh, okay.
We have a
I've
Charizard.
got Charizard.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's got a big flame on him. So
Do I have him just fly in the sky above us?
Yeah, probably. It keeps
Yeah.
us in a level head. At
All right,
least.
we keep the Charizard in the air flying above us as well, just to sort of light a little bit.
feel
of the way.
like-
It's even freakier though, isn't it? Really, like
Yeah.
all we've got is this like red glow going
Yeah.
around, like
covering us.
in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Oh, but there's fucking tentacle.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
that
Is
are glowing.
we're gonna
in
catch
the
a
ocean.
tentacle, right?
Yeah.
Tentacruel?
And tentacruels, yeah. But they'll be glowing in the ocean at night.
We definitely catch one of them though.
100% we do.
Is that the only thing we can catch? Don't we get a
There
seal?
are things that, so they're later. You're getting ahead of yourself here. So there's a Staryu,
Do we have one? No, I don't think
No,
we
we
do. Ah, we'll get one of them as well.
Goldeen, Poliwag, Tentacruel, and so many Magikarp. Oh, and a Shelder. And a Horsey.
I think we got some of them.
Yeah.
I love
Fair.
a Poliwag though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we catch all of them.
So I'm gonna say we put the Venomoths that we've got up in the sky, and we're like radar us to the nearest land because we fucked up.
Yeah.
Alright.
The Golbat. It's got sonar.
I didn't pick it. Did we pick up?
I
the
got
fucking-
one, didn't I?
Yeah, that's
I've got a
good point.
Golbat. You send up your Venomoth, I send up a
Yeah.
Golbat.
And they'll use their radar, and we're like, find the nearest land because we fucked up.
And we kind of like Noah Ark this shit, where we just go send a bird, find land.
No, because they might lose us. Stay with us and radar this shit.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is we see in the distance 3 lanterns,
Okay.
and we're like, what even in the hell is that?
Land,
But we're going
right?
over there,
Land.
and we're like, oh, it must be land. So we make our way over.
Yeah.
It's a random fucking island in the middle of the ocean with
Is it
3
even
guys.
an island, or is it just a man-made boardwalk?
It's a man-made boardwalk in the middle of the ocean with 3 dudes on that are fishing.
Right.
No tents,
By like lantern.
by
light.
lantern light, and they're just fishing, and they're like, ahoy there. And we're like, where the fuck have you guys come from? And what are you doing here in the middle of
I'm
nowhere?
just gonna rock up and be like, guys, like,
Come fight me.
what? Okay, cool. Right. Brilliant.
Guess what?
Brilliant.
You're fighting them in the pitch black.
Brilliant.
All right.
I've got a fucking Charizard.
You're fighting them literally by lamp and Charizard light.
And I've got a Raichu.
Great. How's it standing?
the Raichu, on the boardwalk.
Oh, fair. You chucking it on with them.
Charizard's lighting up the boardwalk.
This
plus
is like
lanterns.
the most cramped fucking
I literally dropped my
boardwalk.
Raichu and I'm like, Jim, step back.
Cool.
Get back on your Gyarados quickly.
I
And I climb on my Blastoise.
Okay.
And I just Raichu Thundershock the entire boardwalk.
Oh, thank God it's the boardwalk. I genuinely thought you were going to do it to the ocean.
No, the boardwalk.
The ocean that we're all in.
No, the boardwalk.
Cool.
And he just fucking electrifies the entire boardwalk.
Cool. That's a bad idea.
You hear 3 splashes.
And the lanterns going with them
And the tent and the supplies and the food
are all ours.
are all left behind. Raichu.
They just wanted to fight us. We could have fought them.
No bodies, no crime.
As we like.
As you see a tentacle just grab the fisherman and pull him down under the... Oh, Captain, my
Oh,
captain.
my captain.
The signpost for the SS Anne floats by.
No. We don't see that.
No.
Anything could have happened. We have no idea.
I guess we spend the night
On this boardwalk.
on the boardwalk using their supplies.
Why do I feel like we find a diary? One of these fishermen.
Family photos.
Yeah. He's got like 3 kids. He says he'll be home next week. He's just catching fish for them.
I know Timmy isn't well right now. But I'm trying to fish and save up enough money to pay for his medicine.
Millicent's got to go to school, but we got to pay for it. And little Timmy needs that operation.
So Dad's working hard, catching fish and battling Pokemon trainers that come by to try and make money.
I feel like it's like I can't wait for our family reunion with our cousin who works at the gyms.
Me and my 2 brothers, we've gone out.
One has decided to stick to the government job of like looking after Pokemon trainers that go to the gym.
Oh dear.
Starts talking about his cousin working at the game centre.
I think I dropped the diary in the sea.
I feel like you burn it.
I just kick it off the edge.
I would burn it with your Charizard tail. It's what they would have wanted.
Oh.
It's what I would have wanted.
Maybe we'll send some Persian coughed up money to the families afterwards when we become the very best.
People at home can't see this. I'm shaking my head.
I'll probably forget all about it when we leave this
tomorrow.
platform.
Anyway,
The next
healing
day-
wish.
Healing wish. And I hover and I splat face down on the boardwalk.
I feel like I just cover you.
Yeah.
Like after you've done that, I'm
You
like,
just pull a blanket over me.
you're all right, kid.
Oh yeah, I am a lot younger than you. Oh, where's my D4? Oh, there it is. I'm asleep for 2 hours.
Cool. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, I guess it's still early. I'm gonna fall asleep
And then
again.
fall back asleep again. I just
Yeah.
keep healing wish until it's the right time.
Yeah.
And then we wake up bright and early,
In the middle of the ocean.
middle of the ocean, on a boardwalk.
With our Gyarados right next to me, and your Blastoise right next to us.
Yeah. Mimes are there.
Mimes are cuddling us.
No, they're cuddling each other. They're
Good
spooning
point.
each other.
Yeah, let's be honest.
We find them in the 3rd tent.
No, they think they're in a tent. They're mimes.
They mime unzipping the tent and climbing out. One mime's brushing his teeth.
One's zipping up his trousers.
One's brushing his teeth.
Miming.
One's having a
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah.
That's too hot.
One's miming cooking breakfast on a fire, on a stove.
No, he's cooking a fucking, like, horsey or something.
Yeah. Magic cup.
Yes. Or a Goldine. One or the other.
Nah, magic cup. Goldines would fight more. I feel like it's like the Akkad and
One of them's
haddock.
got 2 Staryus on both his nipples.
Why? Why did you go there?
Yeah. That's the name. That's the sound they make, isn't it?
A star. Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Well, he wants it. Yeah.
And we leave.
Why do I feel like as we're floating off, down the thing, we do see 2 bodies still floating in the water.
Burn the boardwalk.
Nah, just kick all the stuff into the sea.
Yeah, everything.
Everything goes in the sea.
Everything goes in the sea. The boardwalk's empty.
Charizard, use flamethrower.
Yep. Burn it. Burn it all. Now.
Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to have a boardwalk in the middle of the ocean?
Burn everything.
Cool.
We leave.
Dealt with that guy. By the way...
You know there's swimmers about.
I was about to say, by the way, just up from that, there's a swimmer. There's literally a swimmer that can
By
see.
the way, how fucking brave have you got to be to swim in these waters?
I mean, he's got a fucking Seadra and a Tentacruel.
Yeah, I know, but these waters are fucking full of, like, tentacles and...
Tentacruels
Oh my
and
God.
all sorts of shit. It is genuinely, there's literally a swimmer, like, less than, like, a half a mile away. So they would have seen, like...
They'll see the smoke.
They would have not only seen the smoke, they would have heard your electric shock in the night.
Why is he out there swimming at night?
2 bodies would have definitely floated past him.
He might not have seen them.
No, one's right past him. I'm telling you, like, right in front of him.
He ain't saying anything.
He's staying stumm.
He's not saying anything. This guy's got 2... I open my coat and there's just full of Pokeballs.
And no clothes.
He gets a face full of cock and power. As I've got a massive morning erection.
Mostly cock, I was about to say.
And he's like, you know what? This guy's majestically standing on the back of a Blastoise with a Charizard flying above.
And a Raichu on his
A
shoulder.
raging erection. And Mr. Mime carrying his backpack with a Lickitung on a leash.
Holding each other like they're on the Titanic on the top
I
of a
just
Gyarados.
don't want to fuck with this dude.
Do you know what? I just got the image of like the 2 Mr. Mimes on the top of the 2 Mr. Mimes on the top of the fucking Gyarados, like Titanic,
Yeah.
holding each other.
I feel like he pops up out of the water, takes his goggles off, and he's about to say fight me, but then just sees.
I feel like we go past going, morning!
Yeah, literally morning. Yeah. Venus waving around in the wind. He's just like, he's like, there goes some majestic motherfuckers right there. I aspire to be like that one day.
No. Those guys are fucking weird. They should just sit here in the ocean forever. Like I do.
Constant swimmer.
Ah, crap.
Tentacle, no.
Yeah, what's those tentacles?
We make it. We make it to Cinnabar Island.
So we go
We
to
rock
Cinnabar.
up. We rock up.
And then you see me having flashbacks as soon as I come back onto
Are
the
you gonna
fucking
tell me?
island. You'll be like,
I don't think you've ever told me.
no. I feel like you'd be like, what's going on, dude? You're like really
You're quiet.
stoic
You've gone
and
really
majestic.
quiet. Yeah, I'd just be like, what's up, man? You've gone the whole ride here, you've been pretty quiet.
Not even that. You're like, what's up, dude? You weren't majestic like I was when we were going past that guy. What's up?
What's going on?
I'll be like, this is my home. This is my hometown.
Oh. Is that a bad thing? Like,
I left that place and I just point to the giant Pokemon mansion. I'm like,
that's in ruins.
no, it's still up at this
Okay.
moment in time.
I mean, do you want to go there? The gym's right there, but
Let's go to the gym.
okay.
I need to get some of this anger out before we go to the...
Okay, so we head to the gym straight away. What's the puzzle? Is he there?
He is there.
Ah.
He is 100% there.
Hi, guys.
Yep. So I'll
It took
just...
you long enough. Haven't seen you in ages.
I saw my brother the other day. He was
Fishing.
out fishing.
First family member I've seen in ages.
He's not doing too well.
Oh, that's nice. I hope, he's catching fish to feed his family. Okay,
Cool.
that's cool.
What you got to tell me about this gym?
Yeah, let's skip to the gym.
There's
Wow.
doors, and you've got to fight everyone here,
Okay.
and then they open. So we have to fight every single Pokemon trainer here.
So you just got to fight to open the door.
Well, it's actually, I believe, here where... Sorry. I had to read it, because actually, we do try and go in. But the door's locked.
Oh,
The door is locked,
right,
and nobody knows where the key is.
right. It's in the mansion.
It's in the fucking mansion. So, I guess we go to the Pokemon Center.
Why do I feel like the guy is at the window of the gym? Guys,
Come in.
guys, key's gone.
Can't find it. Lost it.
Right. Where was it last?
Opens the letterbox.
Where was it last?
There's a letterbox on the door, 100%.
Yeah.
We can't get out.
Right. Well, where did you see the key last?
I went to the mansion.
Right. Why have you got the keys?
I gotta trust somebody. I'm at the front door.
Uh,
It's a good point. Well made.
Right. Well, we're gonna go. We'll be right back. We're gonna go and heal all our Pokemon up, and then we're gonna go to the mansion. We'll find the key. How are you holding up?
Send food.
Okay.
Shut the fucking. Shut the letterbox.
Squirtle water come through the letterbox.
It's hot.
Blastoise.
It's warm
Shit.
in here.
Hydro fucking pump.
It's warm in here.
I'm sure it's a fire gym.
It's a fire gym. There's so many Pokemon out with their flames.
Okay.
It's so warm.
All right. We'll be back. Why do I feel like he's literally naked?
We can't see that. He's behind the door.
No, but I feel like he is. This is me talking to you. I feel like he's naked.
We won't know.
Right.
And I don't think we want to know.
Right. Right. Are you going to be all right? We're going to the mansion. We got to go to the mansion. You might see some old colleagues.
Maybe. I might.
Um,
So we go.
we go.
We'll go to the Pokemon Center. We'll heal up our Pokemon.
What can I catch in the mansion, Jim?
So, we go into...
This is where I get my own Ditto.
Yes.
Yes.
So, in the Pokemon Mansion is a Growlithe,
We've got one.
a Ponyta,
We've got one.
a Grimer,
We haven't got one.
Coughing,
We've got one.
and... No, that's it. Well, you got Rattatas and Raticades, but...
Yeah, then fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. There is a 1% chance of getting a Muck. Or a Muck.
Nah. I'll take a Grimer. I don't care.
Fair enough.
I've got XP all now.
Good point. I'll take a Grimer as well.
Yeah.
We'll walk in, we'll just be like, yeah.
And I get a Ditto.
So the Ditto isn't actually around at the moment.
Is he not?
Not yet. It's not on this level, but you
Okay.
will have a chance.
Haven't we got to do some bullshit like puzzles?
Yeah, so there's quite a bit here. I'll make my way through it for you.
But you should know. You worked
shit
here.
the bed. Later on, we'll get a magma.
A magma.
10% chance for a magma.
Wow.
Later on in this Pokemon inside the mansion. And then Dittos later on.
Yeah.
10%.
You should know,
chance.
though.
I will.
I walk in, I'm like, okay, you used to work here. This place is a shithole.
It's a shit show.
What has happened in here?
They're doing something.
But the whole place has been it's in disarray,
They're
isn't it?
trying to build a giant, the world's most powerful Pokemon. And he, as I point to my Ditto, that looks like me, who then gestures to me.
Yeah.
I imagine that he's like doing the same movements.
Yeah, I
as
imagine
me.
so.
He is just a failed experiment.
Ditto.
But not in my eyes, he's the best.
Ah.
And he's probably loving that.
Are there more of him?
Yes, there are. There's loads of them. Last time I was here, I turned off the power to where they were holding the most powerful Pokemon and left.
Right.
Because I'd had enough of it. I couldn't take it anymore.
Right.
Couldn't take...
So you've seen the most powerful Pokemon? Or you just turned the power off to the place where they were you weren't high enough credentials for that? Or
I saw him.
Okay.
He was pretty freaky. He had like armor and shit on.
Right. Okay.
So,
And you just let him go?
yeah. I felt like it was really bad. They were treating him real bad.
Okay. So you're kind of wanted right now, I guess, then, as well.
By Team Rocket, yes.
Okay. So you worked for Team Rocket?
Yes.
Right.
This is why I'm not having any qualms about killing them. Mostly.
Right, okay.
Unless we see
I
Bob.
feel like you pull out an old like Team Rocket hat. Right, okay.
Take that one off. Bigger
Okay.
Team Rocket hat.
You, okay, you kept that quiet.
Yeah, well, it's not really something you post on your For You page, is it?
Okay. Right.
Or you post
Well,
on your...
you should know how we get through this place to find the key, right? We're looking for the key.
I don't know where the key is. That's a new thing. Like, how the hell did they let that guy in there?
I don't know, but
Like-
now we've got to go through this facility. I'm going to try and pick up a Ditto on the way, and the
Look,
living sludge.
there
That's
was a giant-
literally sliding across the floor right now. I'm
Look,
going to get one of them.
There was a giant explosion
Right.
when I left. There's a lot of rubble about here. I guess he might have just walked in because the guy...
Is there a chance I can fall through the floor?
No.
Okay, that's good.
So you're all fine, I would imagine.
Right.
Remember the last time I was
Are
here?
there bits that you can fall through the floor on here and it puts you on the level below? Because my memory... Okay, that's good.
So we'll walk through the front door. By the way, there's a giant fucking red carpet with fucking
Yeah.
toe...
Oh, yeah, with
fucking
columns.
Giant columns
Yeah,
and that when
yeah.
we walk in here. It's very pretentious
Mm-hmm.
for the front door. And there's like switches and all sorts of things in this fucking place.
But I feel like we got a cheat code because we got you.
Yeah, and I kind of just like... I just point out like the statues have fucking switches behind them.
Yeah. As you're flipping switches, I'll have a little nose around and...
And there's files here, by the way, all over the place
Oh.
that you can view with something here that you will be surprised about.
Mm.
There's pages from Dr. Fuji's journal.
The same Fuji we saved from the Pokemon Tower.
Scattered about the mansion.
I knew that old man was dodgy.
Detail. So did I.
He parachuted off the tower. That was the first sign.
Yeah, with a giant Team Rocket fucking thing. I also knew him.
Oh.
I sort of didn't really want to, you know, he didn't really talk to me. So that whole thing, he was like head of the fucking research division.
Oh, shit. All right.
He detailed the discovery of a Pokemon known as Mew.
Mew. Right.
But we haven't seen it. We
Oh.
still can't them and tell if it's about or real, but we got some of his DNA, basically, and we've been fucking around with it.
Be around if...
It used to be around.
Okay.
We've got some of his DNA. That's how Ditto came around. You know, all this stuff that... There's a lot of technicalities with this, so you just have to bear with me, kid. I know you're only like 18 or like 12.
I am literally 18, yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of shit going on here.
Cool.
You'll find a Ditto. They're in the basement.
Okay. What, just like free range or...
Sort of. Well, if there was a giant explosion, I would imagine they haven't really collected them at the moment.
Okay.
The
Well,
Dittos are not
I
particularly nice.
guess I'll go grab one of them. Cool. Can we find out where the Mewtwo thing was? The Mew thing was?
I don't know. We'll have to have a look when we look around.
Okay.
But we do pick up a load of different things. There's a rare candy, a moonstone, max revive. There's so many things scattered about that we could just pick up.
Understandable.
There's a solar beam TM and a blizzard TM. And we find the gym key.
Yay!
We find that on like floor 3.
That guy made it all the way down to floor 3
Yeah.
before he lost the key.
There's scientists
What
here,
was
by the
he
way.
doing down here?
There's scientists still all over the place trying to clear
Are
up the
there?
place. Yeah, I feel like I see Terry. I see blooming Bob.
And we fuck him up.
Yeah, we'll fight them.
Yeah.
Like, some of them are like, they're doing it for a job. Like, what else are you doing on this island for a job?
No, fair.
All right?
Yeah, fair.
I'm just like, no, this guy's cool. Bob, we're here. We're just having a look around. We're trying to find the
There's a key
key.
to the gym.
And then he's like, you turned off the power. I'm like, yes, I turned off the power. Have you met my Ditto?
Who's really powerful now.
Who's pointing at me, looking exactly like me, with eyes that are pinpricked.
So eventually we find the key, and I guess we just get the fuck out of
Well,
there.
I guess we'll do all the bits and pieces in here. You know, we find all of the things that we need to. All of the Fuji journals, I would imagine we'll look around and like...
Yeah, do you know what? We'll collect them because I'm going to try and fucking blackmail the old man.
Nice. There's a burglar here, by the way.
Is there?
Yeah, one of
Okay.
them has a Ninetales burglar.
Wow. I mean, we've got 9 tails.
Yeah, fair. There's Magmites, Magnetons from the scientists.
And we get a magma.
Oh, 100% we get a Magma.
Yeah.
There's a 10% chance of those.
We'll get
on
a
the bottom
Magma.
floor, so we could have those.
Yes.
And then finally, we're down to basement floor 1, or floor 3, should I say.
Do we find the remnants of the?
I feel like we'd find the remnants of like the cage and like
That's
the,
what I mean,
the
like the
holding.
tubes and.
Yeah, we'd hold like the holding area for these things, and we'd be like, "Fucking hell!" I told you, and like you see the amount of like holding things for this.
All right.
And I'm like,
did you know where it might be?
we could check the computers if they're on.
Right.
We look at all the computers, and they've all got blown up screens.
Okay.
I'm going to assume it's not here.
Okay. Cool. Let's leave.
I feel like this thing could kill us if it wanted to.
Yeah, let's leave. I don't like this place. This place.
I feel like there's more dittos that like pop out from around the corner, like when they see my ditto,
Yeah.
because they're actually all like brothers.
Yeah. Let's.
But they're
leave.
all happy.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I kind of imagine my ditto goes over and talks to them.
Do you want to free them?
Yeah, we'll free the dittos. I'll
Okay.
pick them all up and
We release the dittos as we leave
into
the
the
mansion.
wild for
Into
the first
wild.
time
Some of them go off into the sea. Some of them
and
just,
become Goldines,
Yep.
and some of them become
You'll only
tentacles.
they'll just be wild dittos that are pretending to be other Pokemon.
And
out
that's
there.
how dittos got into the world.
Yep. Because of us.
Yeah, we released an unsolicited species into the wild, but I don't care.
And we unlock the door to the gym.
Yeah, we'll walk in. And the guy's like, "Oh my god, thank you." He's naked.
Some fucking
Why does it smell so bad in here?
smells like balls.
It smells like unwashed balls in here.
Have you washed your bum?
Not in days. Not in days. We can tell.
And on that note, it's time for us to jump off. All you summoners can join us next time for a brand new scenario. If you've got any questions or queries or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at How Not to Summon, or join our Discord at How Not to Summon a Podcast, or go to our YouTube at How Not to Summon to find all our vids. I've been Sheeny.
I've been Jim.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
First create another scene, messing up in ways unseen. How not to solve a scenario. Grayson, Jim, Sheeny on the go. Laughing loud with the crazy show. I'm not just solving a scenario. Grayson, Jim, Sheeny on the go. Laughing loud with the crazy show.